everybody, it's Lindsay Jay back with another video, and today I'm super excited because we are finally doing a full face of makeup glam look today, lashes and all, girl. I'm very excited because I'm going to a basketball game. I live in the DMV, so I'm going to a basketball game in DC. Wizards all the way. I'm trying to think how I'm gonna do my makeup today. All I know is I want to be snatched because I'm going for a business event, so I want to look cute. Okay. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you haven't already because it helps me out so freaking much. So please help a girl out. We're only 20,000 away from 100,000, so please let's get to 100,000. Make sure you check out all my other social medias at It's Lindsay Jay on everything, literally everything. Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everything. Without further ado, let's get all dolled up and glammed up today. I'm very excited. Let's get on to the video.
A long life spent in a miserable way.
First thing we're gonna do for today is I'm going to pull back my bangs here. If I don't, I'm not gonna be able to see my face enough in order to make this makeup look. We're just going to pin that back real quick. Now I'm gonna put on my contacts and we'll get straight into it. Oh my god! I'm just kidding. It's my contact solution, okay? Since my eyes always like to tear up after I put my contacts in, I'm just going in and patting everything down because if I were to slide it around, it might remove my product because I actually wash my face and moisturize and put on my creams. I always like to do that before I start my makeup. All right, blank canvas. Let's dig right into this look. I'm so excited. Right before we start, I'm actually gonna dampen this up a little bit and then we will finally be ready. Now we are ready. We are first going to start off, of course, with my Pat McGregor Lab Skin Fetish Primer, and we're gonna put that all over my face. I always like to prime my skin, especially before I apply foundation. So we have some right here and we're going to go in. Oh my god, ladies and guys, because everybody's allowed to do makeup. I just like to say ladies for some reason, so if I say ladies or babes or hotties or any of that stuff, I don't mean just women. It's just something that I say. But ladies, I always just laugh because like I've started dating again and I'll go out with these dudes and things don't work out. There was one time where I actually got stood up, and you know what's so funny about that? The guy literally started messaging me again asking for another chance 2 weeks later, and I'm like, dude, you seriously think I'm gonna even give you a second shot? Nope. Miss your window of opportunity, friend, because that's all you're gonna be, a friend. Can't be your man, but I can be your bestie. After the primer, we're gonna go into my Huda Beauty Color Biscotti foundation. Yeah, see, the thing for me is like, I'm not even mad about being stood up or having my time wasted with these men. I'm annoyed that I wasted my makeup products and like a few hours of my life getting all dulled up for them. I put in all this effort and work to look cute and snatched on my dates. So I'm like, dude, you just wasted all my time and effort. Like, I don't even care about you. I care about my Huda Beauty foundation that costs $60 freaking dollars. Okay, I don't want to waste $60 on you. Ugh. I like to apply my foundation with this Anastasia Beverly Hills A30 brush. This is probably the only brush in my brush collection that has a real name because I always like to buy those cheap brushes on like Amazon and like Shein and all those different places. You know what, ladies? We're gonna boss up this year, so I think at some point I'm gonna have to invest in some new brushes. I really like to make sure I get enough coverage over here in this area. Right now, I'm going through a breakup, unfortunately, a real one, and this acne one. Just a lot's breaking up for me right now, okay? And you know what makes it so difficult for me to be single is that all my best friends and close friends, except for one of them, are all in long-term, happy, committed relationships. And it's so difficult because like I want to hang out with them, but like, you know, they got a SO. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. If you don't know what SO means, it's significant other. And I'm just like, oh my freaking goodness gracious. I want a person too. Why is the universe making it so difficult for me? Like, I swear on my life, I feel like at this point, I'm in a place place in my life where the universe genuinely just doesn't want me to be in a relationship for some reason. And you know what? That's okay. I'm gonna trust the universe and trust the process, but it doesn't mean I'm not gonna like keep trying to find someone. Right now, since I'm getting over someone, I'm really not all about the going out and dating just yet. I really need time to heal, because even though we were like pretty new and not like fully figured out yet, I really cared for that person and I really liked him. I need some time to chill and focus on me and just get back into my groove before I go and open myself up to potential new mates. Now that I look like I'm alive again and actually have color in my skin, I am going to take my Airspun Original Formula Loose Face Powder and I'm going to just put that all over my face so that I make sure to set my makeup. This is something that I just love to do. I know that not everyone does this, but I like to do it. Before we do that step though, I'm actually gonna take a beauty blender and I'm just gonna pat that into my skin so that maybe it'll just make it look a little bit more blended into my skin, make it look a little bit more, you know, natural. Now we really are gonna go into the powder here. Again, I have my powder brush that is nameless because I'm just that way. I kind of just buy my brushes all over the place. I don't really pay attention to like all the extra little details, so these ones don't have like little names on it, but it tells you that it's a powder brush, so that's what I'm gonna call it now. So we're dipping into that Airspun loose powder and packing that all over the face. Now, what I like to do is go in with my concealer. I love to use the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. This is in the color Caramel Corn. Oh my god, why is my skin so freaking itchy right now? This is what it's like to have pets, guys, okay? I keep my setup really nice and clean, but because I have pets, fur honestly just gets everywhere, and sometimes it gets on my brushes, and then it goes on my face, and then it gets kind of like irritating. It doesn't cause any damage to my skin or anything, it's just that it's like feels irritating, and then I have to try and find the hair, get it off. If you're a pet owner and that ever happens to you, please let me know. So we're taking this contour and we're just gonna lightly contour in this area here. I'm adding a little bit more than I usually like to because of the fact that we're doing a full face today. I really want my face to look super snatched. This is where I like to conceal. Now we're gonna blend that in with the Beauty Blender. I really like to close my mouth because I feel like it pulls the skin. Oh, you can see a little tail. I really like to go like this because I feel like it helps pull the skin down so I can get a better, you know, pat. And one little beauty blender tip that I discovered recently is to really just pat lightly, because if you don't, then all the product's gonna be absorbed by the sponge. So I've just noticed that when I do a more gentle pat, it spreads easily, like a little bit easier. It also just keeps the product on my face a little better. So now that we got that all figured out, I'm gonna go in with one of my brushes, again, nameless. I am going to dip into my Airspun powder and pack that under my eyes. I like to do this as quickly as possible just because I feel like it'll help me to avoid any creases. Now we're taking it down to the nose for a gentle contour before we actually add a real contour. Now I realize I want to go back into my Faux Filter Concealer because I get pretty bad smile lines. I love to smile, so it's not really a bad problem to be having. I don't want them to crease up and get all messed up, so we're going to conceal that as well. This is a new trick that I've been trying because I watched a YouTube video and this is what they said to do, so we'll see today how it works. We're going back in with the Beauty Blender, blending all this rest of this stuff off. Now I'm taking my powder again and applying powder all over the places that I just blended out. We are going in with my Fenty Beauty Contour Stick in the color Truffle 04. I am going to start contouring out in the areas where I like to contour. I do this before I do my brows because I want to give myself a lifted look, and it can be really hard to blend out the contour if I've already done my eyebrows. Today, I'm trying a new contour style, so that's what we're doing here. It's supposed to help bring up the cheekbones, which I'm starting to see already. I'm hoping it really works today. I'm also gonna try doing the model look by contouring over here as well, just to give me a little bit more of a sucked in cheek appearance. All right, now I look kind of crazy, but we're gonna blend this out. I'm not doing anything on my forehead because of the fact that this hair today that I'm wearing has bangs, so I literally will be wasting my product if I do anything up there. We're going back in with this beauty blender and I'm going to blend out everything. Let's see how this turns out because I'm really hoping it looks cute because I do not have time to change it today, so we're just gonna have to YOLO. You can also see here that when I use this tip of the beauty blender, I'm able to get more of an exact blend. And I really like to use that up here so that I'm not getting any of my contour anywhere down here, because I really, again, want that cat eye look. You can already see on this side the difference of what I'm talking about. It's very lifted, very straight up, very slick back. That's what we want, girl. Since I have hooded eyelids, I found that this is the best way for me to create that look before actually going in with eyeshadow, making it more dramatic. But I like to start off by doing it with my contour first, just so that, you know, you can start to see the illusion happen. Now, I hope you guys can start to see the illusion that I'm going for the whole snatched look. This is how I get my face to look a little bit more pulled up without actually getting like a facelift or something. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with getting a facelift. For all my girlies who do like to do all those cosmetic procedures, you are still a bad even if you do that too. I just don't. I don't have any procedures done yet. I've been interested in some stuff, but to be honest with you, I don't think I'm actually gonna do it. The only thing I would consider when it comes to cosmetic stuff is probably teeth. But again, I have pretty naturally nice teeth, if you can see. Like, should I really go and get veneers or not? I really like the way that the veneers look like fakely white, so I might have to go and do it. We'll see. Well, since we finished all that stuff up, we are gonna go into brows, and this is my least favorite part, to be honest with you, because me and my brows have a love-hate relationship, okay? Because I swear to you, I cannot get them on fleek every single day for some reason. It just will not work out for me, and I'm so irritated by it. But before we start, I like to go ahead and prime my brows. So I go ahead with my airspun powder again and just gently brush that across. I saw this on some like makeup hack thing, and I was like, okay, I need to try that. It's been working for me pretty well. I am gonna do maybe like a bleached brow look today. I'm keeping my eyebrows brown. A lot of you guys who actually follow me and are up to date with what I'm up to, you know that lately I've been obsessed with the bleach brow look, but today I feel like trying something different. I got a new hairstyle on tonight, so I'm just like, you know what? I'm going into my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. I'm using this tiny brow brush that's like a little slanted at the tip, and I'm going to go in. Again, I'm gonna try and keep with that cat eye appearance and keep my brows as high up as possible. I don't know if you guys could just hear my stomach growl right there, but clearly a girl's gotta eat. I'm sure you guys can tell now why I don't like doing my brows, because I can never get them even. They are definitely sisters, but they are not twins. Right now I'm going back into my concealer, and we're going to use my concealer to clean up the edges of my brows here. I'm taking this tiny little brush. It's very flat because I feel like I can get a little bit more precise with this brush. Again, there is no name to it. It's just a brush that I have. Now I'm taking a little spoolie, and we're going to blend everything out just so that we can get that little faded effect right over here. Alright, I feel like I don't like the way that my smile lines are looking right now, so I'm gonna try and conceal them one more time. Hopefully, if I do it one more time, it'll make it hide a little bit, but right now it just feels like it's casting a shadow, so. Okay, this is actually going much better than I thought it would. I honestly am not sure what I want to do with my eyes. I don't know if I really want to be extra and like do an eyeshadowy look. I think what I kind of want to do is do like a dark, like smoky eye, but like light smoky eye shadow look. So we're gonna play around with that. I'm not gonna be doing any crazy neon colors or anything because my outfit's black and white, and I know what you're thinking. That's like the perfect excuse to have a color pop. My purse is actually what's going to be the item that pops in today's outfit because it is actually a bedazzled basketball. So I don't want too much happening. What now? I figured that out. That's how long it's been, girl, since I've actually used eyeshadow like this. I'm going into my Morphe palette. This is like an older Morphe palette. It doesn't even have the name anymore because it's like scratched off. I know it's not expired though. At least I think. I don't really know. Does makeup really expire? What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below and let me know, do you think that makeup really does expire or not? This right here is the palette. It has tons of different colors on it. I really like this palette. I think it's a really great palette. As you can see, I've dropped it tons of times. So there are tons of colors that have like cracked off. But let's get right into this look. So since I have naturally eyeshadowy looking hyperpigmentation with my eyelid, I'm really just gonna play with that, which is one of the main reasons why I don't really wear too much eyeshadow. I will make a separate video on how to use your hyperpigmentation to your advantage with makeup and how to give yourself a cat eye look without eyeshadow. One of the downsides about my makeup collection is that I lack eyeshadow makeup brushes because I don't really wear eyeshadow. But when I do, I never have any brushes. And it's so freaking annoying because I really like eyeshadow and everything. It's just that I don't wear it often. I don't really know where to get a good eyeshadow brushes packet. I don't know where I can get one. If you guys know of a place where I can get some, please comment it down below. Let me know. Send me a link. Anything, girls. I need some help. All right, so we're dipping into one of the darkest colors. Really saturate my brush here. And we're going to gently pat that onto the corner here. You can already see what I'm going for here, right? I'm so basic. I do pretty much the same every day. I'm loyal, okay? Once I see something that works or I like something, I tend to stick with it. If this were like a night out in the town on a girls' night, I might try like a, you know, brighter, more fun color. But again, this is kind of a business event. It's still fun and pleasure, but it's also a little bit more of business as well. To be completely real with you guys, this is not my company or my business stuff. This is all my dad. And sometimes they have these really, really cool events and they, you know, get tickets for stuff. Little background story, guys, as well. I actually am a big fan of basketball. At least I used to be. I am not really following it as much as I used to when I was younger, but when I was younger, I really did love basketball. I actually met tons of NBA basketball players, and I used to go with my mom courtside to watch almost all of the Wizards games. When I go around people who have like the traditional jobs, sometimes I worry that they're gonna judge me for not, you know, choosing to go down that route. What I really need to do though is get to a point in my life, which is what my goal is for this year, one of my resolutions, is to really just stop caring what other people think. Like, I feel like sometimes I just care too much, and it's so easy to say like, oh yeah, just stop caring, right? We'll get there, guys. This is the year of leveling up, of becoming better versions of ourselves, of going after those goals and the dreams that we've set up for each other. We don't have time for fake friends and guys who can't treat us right. Like, we don't have time for that, babies. And if you're a man, you also don't deserve to be with someone who's not going to treat you the way that you feel you need to be treated in order to be happy. Not everyone is compatible, and that's okay. If you're not compatible, there's someone out there who is, so do not stay with someone who makes you unhappy in any way, shape, or form, because at the end of the day, your feelings are very valid. They matter tremendously, especially in a partnership, and you need to meet with somebody and be with somebody who can understand that and can take you for how you are, who you are, how you react, what you say, what you do, who can handle all of that. Of course, don't overreact and do crazy. If you're a healthy, secure person who knows what they want, you're good. Just make sure you don't settle. Now I'm gonna go in, because now I do kind of want to pop a color. We're going in with this burgundy color over here. It has a little bit of sparkles and glitter in it, so I'm hoping that that will really just make my eyes like have a little bit more brightness to them. One thing I love about this palette, if you guys saw, I did this cat eye look with a dollar store shadow palette. Honestly, the pigments were weak, which is why I had to make sure that my foundation was all concealed and everything, because if I didn't, the colors wouldn't pop like I wanted. With this palette, you could really tell the difference between the quality, because one, not only does it have like probably like 36 different colors, but it also has a lot more pigmented eyeshadows, so I don't have to dip too aggressively into these colors in order to get the pigment that I want. So now we're just going to tap that in very gently. I want you to be able to see there's a little bit of redness here, but I don't want it to be super bright. If you have hooded eyelids like I do, my biggest tip to you is to really do most of your eyeshadow and eye makeup in general with your eyes open, because that's how your eyes are going to look a majority of the time. And when you try to do your eyeshadow with hooded eyelids with your eyes closed, sometimes it just comes out looking wonky. And I'm taking my translucent powder and packing that right underneath the edges here. I want to make sure that it looks very snatched, so I don't want any fallout underneath here. I want it to all stay relatively light and highlighted. We're starting to see that redness come out here. I'm liking it, I'm loving it, especially since one of the colors for the Wizards is actually red. But honestly, after all the experience I've had dating professional basketball players, I just don't know if they're my type anymore, because drama. I'm gonna go in with one of these lighter, bright, glittery looks and put that in the inner eye just to really bring it all together, girl. Following the natural arch right here of my eyelid so that I can keep everything symmetrical and also keep it really like in a place where it can accentuate my already existing features. Now I'm gonna take eyeshadow base brush is what it's called again. Don't know where I got it. Okay, so I feel like this is enough of a lift for me. I don't think I'm gonna go in with eyeliner. So before we put on my lashes, because I like to do that last, I'm going to finish up my face makeup. My Fenty Beauty Cream Blush in the color Summertime Wine. Super cute. I need to figure out what blush to use because I feel like this is too light for me. I kind of want something a little bit stronger. So we're applying this blush, but we're really gonna make sure, again, that we keep it up here on the top. We wanna go with that lifted look. I'm also contemplating on whether or not I want to do anything particular with my freckles. And I've been noticing that I've actually have much more freckles than I thought. It's just that they were hidden under all the acne scarring and the acne itself. But my freckles are not even in any way, shape, or form. I know that I'm definitely going to be wiping off the makeup from my beauty mark down here because I really like it. I don't see why we need to cover that. I'm actually going to go into my eyeliner. This is like a Kylie Jenner eyeliner that I bought a while ago, and I'm taking a really tiny brush over here and I'm going to dip it into this and then just use this as like a little tattoo pin. Okay, there we go. We are gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer kit, and this is a matte bronzer filter for face and body. Interesting. I'm going to take one of my contouring e.l.f. brushes right here and we're going to really start contouring out this face, girl. Now, I'm not even gonna dip it back in here. I'm just gonna use whatever is left over and gently put that on the sides of my nose so we can... So as you can see, I like to give myself a tiny little circle around my nose tip, and then I like to take it down the sides, going all the way up towards my brow. Now I'm gonna go back into my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, and I'm going to use a puffy slanted brush here to actually give myself a little bit more of an airbrush, gentle looking contour again. Now it is time to use our highlighter, one of my favorite parts, and just highlight different parts of my face to really bring it out and make it pop. My Charlotte Tilbury bronzer and highlighter. I don't use the bronzer because I feel like it might be too light for my skin tone, but I really love the highlighter, so I still use it. And then we're going to start highlighting the very tip of my nose. I'm also going to put it right under here in this part of my brow bone. I feel like it helps to give a distinction between my eyebrows and my eyeshadow look. And we are going back into this highlight. I need a better highlighting brush, to be completely honest with you, because I have this really old one that my dog has literally chewed on. So we're gonna pretend like that didn't happen. I'm gonna put that on again, very high up on my cheekbones, right up here. I'll also adding a little bit of highlight to my chin and my forehead. Now I'm going back with my blush brush and I'm going to use this because I think it might have a little tiny bit of powder left. I like to keep the nose a little bit harsh just because I feel like it, you know, dramatizes. Bozzy! My brother is here, but he is being a butt face and pretending like he doesn't hear me, so he's a little for that. Now, I'm really excited for my lip look today because I'm trying something a little bit different. At least for me, it's a little bit different. Is dramatize a word? You sound sick.
You sound disgusting.
Oh my god.
You're not done yet?
Wrinkly. No, I'm waiting for you to
like
leave so I can
year...
finish. Do you really think that it takes a short period of time to look like
But
this?
it hasn't. It's taken a year.
I'm going to use my Philips toothbrush head. Again, you guys have seen this in my other videos. I still live by this, okay? And I'm going to brush my lips. It just brings out a little bit more of a plump, and I just feel like it helps. The product I live by, my Burt's Bees Pink Grapefruit Moisturizing Lip Balm. I love to put this on before I apply any lipstick or lip gloss, just so I get some hydration to my lips and they won't crack or get dry while I'm wearing my lip products. So I have this Kiss lash palette. Guys, again, please don't come for me. I am not a big lash person or any of that stuff person. I'm very new to all this stuff, so please don't come for me down in the comments. I also have a special Kiss eyelash tweezers, which I think are super helpful, okay? I'm gonna leave a link to these tweezers down below if you wanna go buy them on Amazon. They're super cheap and they're very helpful for using when you're trying to put on your lashes. Oh, guys, now that I put my lashes on, I am really loving this look. This is just too much. I think I actually do want to go back into my Morphe palette and take that red that I used earlier and give me a little bit of a highlight underneath on the bottom lashes. And I also want to give myself a little bit of the brown too, so I can give myself a little bit of a smoky look here. The finale of everything, girlies. All that we have left is my lipstick. The L'Oreal Paris Color Rich Matte Sharpenable Lip Liner. This is in the color 104 Curiosity Killed the Matte. I like that a lot. But I don't really overline all around my lips. I think that's too much. I will show you where I decide to overline and where I don't. I like to start off with the sides. On the sides, I don't overline. If anything, I underline just a little bit. Now here comes the overlining process. I like to overline on my Cupid's bow and then a little bit on the bottom. Now we have the lip liner completed, and as you can see, I overlined the top and the bottom. I know it looks a little messy right now, but that is okay because I'm gonna go back in with my regular foundation and I'm going to clean up the edges after this. I'm going into my 725 Mattely in Mauve L'Oreal Paris lipstick right here. I got this at the drugstore as well. Both of these items are from CVS. As you can see, it gives me a pouty look. And I myself have relatively small lips, so I just found that this way of doing it really helps me to make them look larger and have them pop in the way that I like. All right. Oh my god, guys, this is the finished look. I am so excited. I love the way this looks. We are going to take these off now and see what it really looks like. And there we go. I feel super cute. I love the way this looks. It's so fun having my lashes on again. I love that I got to have this little pop of redness. It's gonna match my purse, my basketball purse. If you guys wanna see what my outfit looks like for this game today, make sure you go check it out on my Instagram. That is it for this video. I love the lipstick, love the lashes, love everything. It's super exciting finally being able to do a full glam look for you guys. And honestly, I'm in a little bit of a time crunch now, so I love you all so much. Please make sure that you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. We are almost to 100,000, so please help me get there. Share this video with your friends. I will definitely make sure to make some more in-depth videos in the future about certain aspects of my makeup that I feel like people might want to know about. If you have any video suggestions, let me know. And yeah, please answer the question. Do you really think that makeup expires? I just need to know what your thoughts are on that. Again, I love you all so much, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Peace on the street.